A Late Quartet is the story of four friends in a very successful string quartet in New York. One of them is diagnosed with the early stages of Parkinson's disease. And this revelation opens up lots of old wounds, threatens the stability of the group and really tests the bonds of their friendship. Fantastic cast in this. Christopher Walken, Catherine Keener and Philip Seymour Hoffman star. Here it is.
I spoke with Dr. Nader. This difficulty I've been having, Parkinson's, she says early stages maybe.
Parkinson's?
Yes, my brain is running out of something, dopamine. It regulates movements.
Is it painful?
Not at all, and the even better part is there is medication. It replaces this dopamine. It's not a cure, but it can slow the progress.
That's encouraging.
However, playing for much longer is not in the cards for me.
What if the drugs work?
I need to be real about this, deal with it, name it. The doctor says it might give me a season, could be two, but I've made up my mind that it's best for the quartet to plan ahead, think about what comes next. I think Nina Lee should replace me. She's a wonderful cellist. We all like her. She's the one. Everybody okay with that, Daniel?
Nina, and she's playing with Gideon still, right?
No, I'm not okay with this. We shouldn't be discussing this right now. It's not the time.
I agree.
One thing more. If this drug works and I'm able to play well enough by then, I'd like the season's first concert to be my farewell.
He does have one of the great acting voices, doesn't he, Christopher
Without
Walken?
a shadow of a doubt.
There was a picture doing the rounds on Twitter this week, actually, of it was like a sort of headshot, promotional headshot of Christopher Walken from when he was a child or a teenager, his early acting headshot. Brilliant, because really like early 60s styling. Yeah. But the weird thing was, even though he was maybe 14 years old, he looked exactly the same. It could never have been anyone else. He still looked exactly the same.
Was the hair the same? Because the hair is
same.
it's just the way it stands on it.
Yeah.
I remember watching Firestarter way back. He was in that as well, wasn't he? He's a young man.
I mean, it's and just the whole fate, the grin, everything. In a weird way, and I don't know if anybody else has thought this, Simon Mayo has always reminded me of
no,
Chris
you are
Walken.
so right.
Yeah?
I was just thinking exactly the same thing.
I was worried that was just a weird thing.
Yeah, Simon is a little bit more slight.
Yes.
Definitely, and Christopher is a little bit more square. But there's definitely something about their mannerisms, the way they talk and the way they move their eyebrows and their eyes, yeah.
So if there's ever a movie of Simon's life...
The story of Simon.
Yeah. I mean, obviously Christopher Walken would have to age down a little bit, but we've got the casting.
Yeah, in the later years, then Walken could play Mayo.
Yeah.
Yeah, that should happen. So tell us about this movie, because he has great gravitas and also brings such emotion to this.
Absolutely, and with the other cast members as well,
course.
Catherine Keener, Philip Seymour Hoffman. With that kind of cast, you always know that the acting, at the very least, is going to be impeccable, and it is a very precise, it's a very clipped film. It's unashamedly cultural, actually. It's not pompous about it, it's just content to be a mature film and a smart film and a well-behaved film. However, whilst that's the mood, the plot, I've got to be honest, isn't perhaps the most gripping. I mean, Christopher Walken getting ill is, yes, very touching and sad. And because he is well known for playing quite intimidating characters, I think when he's playing someone soft and cuddly, it always seems extra poignant. And he does it very gently and very beautifully. So that is all there, and that's very emotive. But whether or not Philip Seymour Hoffman gets to play first violin or second violin isn't really edge-of-your-seat stuff. So if there is a problem with the film, it's that. It doesn't seem to want to really nail one gripping plot. It wants to have several floating plots that aren't quite as interesting. But on the plus side, classical music is rarely dealt with properly on the big screen, where the emotions involved in playing in a group and the rivalries are really investigated. So this at least is happy to give that classical world some long, overdue, intelligent screen time. And that in itself, I think, is worthy of a pat on the back, isn't it?